What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing some maintenance on the Hellcat, and I'll show you guys some routine of what I usually do when I'm trying to make sure that everything's working properly. I try to always make sure that the car is in great shape by just checking like some regular stuff that we don't really check on our daily regular cars, because you know, it's 2022 already, right? Cars are so sophisticated that they barely ever break down, and you don't really ever think about checking whether, you know, your oil is low or your power steering or coolant is low. But in a car like this, that anything can happen, you know, it's always nice to just check. And I also had to do things like check the catch can, the oil catch can, which is a small little can, which I will show it in this video, that catches oil that would go into the intake, to the air intake. All right, guys, so I'm finally home, and I'll show you guys some stuff that we're doing in the backyard real quick. But over here, I got some gloves on because this is steaming hot. But this is the catch can, which goes from the airport, so it goes from this port to this valve cover. I can feel how hot this is, but thank God for the glove. This might be reverse. Oh yeah, it is. Wow, that is a lot of oil. You can see how much oil there is in there, and that's probably about 1,000 miles. So trying to see if I can get some light in there. But yeah, that's why we have those, because if not, that oil will go directly into the oil will go directly into this intake port, and you don't want that, because if you get oil in your mix, then it decreases the octane rating, and that's pretty bad. You know, the engine runs different with less power because it's tuned for 91, 93, and with oil in it, it changes it up. But yeah, let me go and get that cleaned up. All right, so in my house as well, we're doing some yard work, and yesterday my brother came in with a bobcat with the cube, damn, I don't even know what it's called. I didn't even record any video because I didn't have the GoPro with me. But we did that. We excavated all the ground, made it soft, then we leveled it out because there were a bunch of hills and all that. And later on, we're going to be putting some cement to make some patio type thing around here. So it's pretty cool. We're doing a bunch of stuff to the house. We got this house a few months ago, so we've been waiting a bit, you know, just to recover from the hit of the actual purchase and all that. But yeah, we've been doing quite a couple of stuff, and that's my Nissan Murano, which I was gonna make a video of trying to fix that because my brother got stuck on the side of the road with that car. But unfortunately, it was running without oil and the engine seized up, so I'm gonna have to junk it, and they're coming to pick it up tomorrow, so we won't be seeing more of that car. All right, so we got this cleaned up. Let's see how it comes out. Like I said in one video, the infamous green belt, which is now black because it wears down. But let's see. Yep, more than enough oil. I'm trying to get the camera to show it. But yep, it's still pretty clear too. Let's see how it comes out. I'm going to do an oil change on it right now. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I know I was supposed to clean it, but it came out good the first time. I just wanted to get it wet again. Other things that I would do, just check the coolant level, which this is the cold fill level, and it's not cold right now, but you know, that's plenty of coolant. That should be fine. This is just the windshield washer fluid, which is whatever, you know. It's whenever it says low on the dash is when I change it. That's fine. But just looking at some regular stuff, the filter. Oh look, there's a lantern bug. The filter, that guy did, oh, it fell to the floor. That guy did not have a good time just getting sucked into that. That's a terrible way to go. But the filter is pretty dirty, so I might change it soon, just to have, you know, maximum airflow. But yeah, just looking through, making sure nothing is off. I'll remove this, make sure there's nothing leaking, there's no fuel leaking, there's no oil anywhere. Let's close that up. Check the other side as well. Pop this up. And I've also checked the rest of the car to see if there's any fuel anywhere. Oh, this one's kind of hard. But yep, I don't see any oil spots, no fuel, nothing wet, so which will be an indication of something bad, so that's pretty good. And I actually don't know what this is for. The lettering doesn't really help me. It says something with diesel, and this car doesn't use diesel, so I have no idea what this is for. But I always check the level. I feel like it's coolant because it looks kind of pink and it has no fill level, so I'm pretty sure. And it also has a what's it called, breather. It also has a breather, just like that one over there. You can see it on top of the cap. So I'm assuming they're the same thing. It's just that they're in two separate spots. I'm not sure why, but yeah. Just this is what I do maybe like once a week. Just go through, make sure everything is fine, nothing looks out of place, and I can drive without having to worry about maybe, you know, running low on oil like that car did. You know, it didn't leak, but it was burning oil somehow, and it ended up, you know, having not enough oil, and eventually the engine blew up. And now I gotta sell it, and you know, it gave me a good 20,000 miles, so I can't complain. All right, let's get that oil change. All right, so the car is too low to actually get on these ramps, so every single time that I had to do an oil change, if you see, if I push it, it's already hitting that corner right there. So to not mess this up, you know, it's almost there, but this lip is already pretty damaged from going up curbs and all that. So I'm going to get some wood that I can put, and it just helps it get on top of this ramp without actually scratching the bottom. So the wood should be fine. It shouldn't break or anything. I think that's lined up. There are obviously different lengths, but it'll be fine. I just gotta call someone to come and help me. And as you can see, it worked like a charm. But I had the race cool down on, so the fan started. I'm gonna leave it on for a few, because it's really hot and I don't want to work with those conditions. And the car, you know, it's better if you just cool it down so it doesn't heat soak. So you saw in the video how good the plank works. It actually cracked, but it still looks like it's fine. It doesn't really have anything, right? So I'll probably save those and I'll use them. Got everything ready. This is the oil that I'm supposed to use while still in the warranty. It's pretty good, you know. I don't really know much about oil, but I have seen a guy that compares oils, and that one has pretty good performance. It's pretty cheap, it's not that expensive. I always put the emergency brake on, which is this third lever right there. And every single time I'm working under the car, I always give it a little push, just to make sure that it has no play and it doesn't roll over while I'm working on it, because you never know. Yeah, I used to use an SRT filter, but they don't sell them anymore, so I had to use this Mopar, which is still the same one. It's the one that the warranty asks you to use, or not the warranty, like it's the one that Mopar wants you to, or Dodge wants you to use. So if anything happens with warranty, you know, if that's the filter that you're using, then you won't have any problems. But if you use any other filter, I guess, you know, they'll call it a fault or something. I don't know. I think that angle is good right there, so I'll leave the camera there and see what I can do. First, I had to loosen up 2 bolts, so let's get that done. These are 10mm bolts, so these should work. Yep, it's 1 bolt, but it's actually 4 bolts. All right, so I finally got the belly pan out. Damn, all you can see is my head. I didn't even know. But yeah, we got the belly pan out. So this is the oil pan. The bolt is right here, and if I'm not mistaken, it should be a 14. Feels like it's a 13 actually. Yeah, it's a 13. The one thing I did forget was the O-ring for the oil pan bolt, but it should be fine. I just forgot to buy it. It's really cheap, and you buy them in bulk. I got my torque wrench, which is way longer. There we go. I think I was tightening it that whole time. This is not even the worst part. The worst part is always the filter. I always like to just loosen it up while pushing it down, so that when I just remove the bolt, I don't get too dirty. Ooh, that is like hot. But you know, I still get dirty, but I have gloves on, so I'm fine. Oh, it's a dog, and he's trying to eat the bolt for the for the belly pan, or whatever you call it. All right, I think we're good. I won't be able to show too much more. I'm gonna put the GoPro to charge because it's almost it's literally on 7%, and the other battery is dead as well. It looked kind of big to be a filter, but yeah, I'll get this changed. And if you can kind of tell, there's not that much space to change it, so that's gonna be a problem. But yeah, I'll change that filter, plug that up, and I'll be back when that's done, and then we'll put some oil and start it up, and that should be it. So we got the pan back on, the filter is hand tight, and the bolt is pressed down. The underside of this car is pretty cool. The manual says to add 6 gallons, but from other Hellcat owners, I've always heard that I should actually add 7 gallons instead of the 6 gallons at the manual. So quarts, my bad, which is almost, yeah, 1 quart. So the manual says to add 6. I usually always add 7. But yeah, let me add those 7 quarts and I'll be back. That's some nice, beautiful, clean oil. The oil that came out of the car, again, is pretty good. I didn't see any metals, no nothings. And it's still pretty impressive how crazy you can drive this car and how crazy the car is. And literally everything just just works, you know. I know that most of those cars are high performance and have really big engines with a lot of cylinders and all that, are a lot more problematic than these type of sports cars, like the muscle cars. Damn, why some of these feel like they didn't have the whole thing. Like that one's so quick. I should have checked them all, but they literally came straight from the box, so that's pretty weird. I gotta check that. I guess that's how you gotta check the oil even after you've already filled it up. So yeah, let's start it up. I'm gonna get it down and then we'll check the oil level. Actually, we'll check it out. We'll check out the oil level with the engine like this, so there's not oil anywhere else. So it's clean right there. I can't tell if the camera's picking it up, but it's literally right on top of that second hole right there. So let's clean it again, make sure. Yep, it's right on that second hole right there. Let's start it up. Let's go to the options. 46% oil life. 3 of the oil life. Engine must be off and ignition must be in run. Oh, forgot about that, but let's close the hood and let's do that. Some terrible camera this car has for being what it's worth. Yeah, we got it off pretty easy, no problems. So let's reset this. Hold it, and now it's reset. So nice, and that was at 11,056 miles, so 14,000. I'll have to change it again, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that video. You know, it might be a little long, might be a little boring, but yeah, it's what I love, and I hope that I can make it entertaining. You know, hopefully the videos get better as we go, and you guys start liking these videos, because I sure love making them. I love like the actual like being in the videos and recording it, and even editing, because I took video production classes in high school and I fell in love with video production, so I love both aspects of it. But yeah, I hope this video was entertaining to you guys. I hope you guys liked it, and leave a like, subscribe, and tune into the next one. Bye.